Ever heard someone say, once heart cells die, they're gone forever? Well, that's wrong. Your heart actually regenerates itself throughout life. The only question is, are you doing the things that help it rebuild or the things that slow it down? Today we're diving into the cutting-edge science of heart regeneration, how exercise, movement, and even mindset stimulate new heart cells. It improves circulation and keeps your heart functioning like new. If you ever thought your heart's best days are behind you, stick around, because we're talking about the heart regeneration today on the Personalized Fitness Podcast. Welcome back to the Personalized Fitness Podcast, where we are, as always, dispelling the myths of health, fitness, and wellness. I'm your host, Garrett Williamson, president of Personalized Fitness. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you have any questions about today's episode or any questions dealing with dispelling the myths of health, fitness, and wellness, you can reach us at area code 251-278-3343. That's 251-278-EDGE. You can also email me, Garrett, at personalizedfitness.com. Feel free to visit our website, personalizedfitness.com. You can also connect with us on Facebook at Personalized Fitness and X at Team PE. And as always, if you enjoyed this podcast, like to see others, please like, follow, and share. This is episode 2 in our Heart Health series, where we're breaking down everything you need to know about how the heart functions, how it recovers, and stays strong at any age. Today we're tackling a fascinating topic: heart regeneration. Now, you may have actually been told that once your heart cells die, that's it. You just have to manage the decline. Much like we're told about our bodies, we're just managing decline. Well, that's all a myth. New research proves that the heart is actually capable of regrowing and repairing itself. Think of your heart like a construction site. The workers are constantly repairing and rebuilding, but if you don't supply them with the right materials, exercise, circulation, and nutrients, construction slows down. Your heart doesn't break down with time. It slows down when you stop giving it the right stimulus. Now let's get into the science behind how your heart regenerates. First, does the heart really regenerate? For a long time, doctors believed that heart cells called cardiomyocytes couldn't regenerate. The idea was that you were born with a set number of heart cells, and once they died, that was it. But new research has blown that myth wide open. A study in Science, Amazing Science, found that human heart produces new heart cells throughout life. Here's what they discovered. At age 20, about 1% of heart cells renew each year. By age 50, it seems to slow. That is not because of time. That is because of 4 things: fitness, nutrition, lifestyle, mindset. But they thought it slowed slightly, because those 4 things are affected. But regeneration still occurs, and it could occur at the same rate. Even into old age, new heart cells continue to be produced. That means your heart is constantly rebuilding itself, but you have to give it the right conditions to work with. Think of your heart like a factory. As long as the assembly line is running, new parts keep being made. But if you shut down production by sitting all day, eating poorly, and avoiding movement, the factory slows down. The good news, you can ramp production back up at any age, period. Let's talk about how exercise triggers heart generation. So what actually stimulates the heart to rebuild? Well, the answer, of course, is exercise. All right, how does this work? Exercise, number 1, increases blood flow, which delivers nutrients and oxygen to the heart. Number 2, movement stimulates angiogenesis, aka the growth of new blood vessels. Physical activity encourages the production of cardiac stem cells, helping the heart repair itself. A study from Harvard Medical School found that people who exercise regularly had significantly higher rates of heart cell renewal compared to those who were sedentary. The takeaway? When you exercise, you're not just improving heart strength. You're literally regenerating heart tissue. Another analogy, think of exercise like watering a plant. When you stop moving, your heart gets dehydrated, just like if you stop watering a plant. Less oxygen, fewer nutrients, less cell turnover. But when you start moving again, watering the plant, the heart springs back to life. All right. This raises the big question. What's the best type of exercise for heart regeneration? Well, let's look at cardio and strength training. Strength training. It builds vascular strength, which helps the heart pump more efficiently. This increases blood pressure control and reduces strain on the heart. It also encourages mitochondrial growth, the energy factories of the cells, of the heart cells. Mitochondria is the energy factories of all cells. And I've actually done a podcast on just the mitochondria, talking about how exercise has been proven to strengthen the mitochondria. This boosts circulation and improves oxygen delivery. It also stimulates new capillary growth, increasing blood flow. This is also done through cardio. That strengthens the heart muscle itself, making it more efficient. So the answer to this is strength, cardio. It's both of them. A study in the European Heart Journal found that a combination of resistance training and aerobic exercise led to the greatest improvements in heart regeneration and overall cardiovascular health. If cardio is like putting fuel in the tank, strength training is like upgrading the engine. To keep your heart functioning at its best, obviously you need both. You want to kickstart your heart to regeneration? Here's how. First, move daily. Even short bouts of exercise stimulate cell turnover. If you don't think you have time to do that big exercise bout you're thinking about, drive to the gym, get that swim in or what have you, hey, short bouts of exercise, even just a few minutes, they do make a difference. Prioritize interval training. Short bursts of intense effort improve circulation and cardiac function. And we're actually going to dive deeper into this subject when we start talking about what exercises are actually best for heart health. And always incorporate resistance training. Strengthening muscles supports overall heart efficiency. And also focus on deep breathing and relaxation. Reducing stress protects the heart cells from breakdown. Your heart is designed to heal and grow stronger. Give it the right tools, and it will adapt, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Now I'm going to talk about some episodes we have coming up. In the next episodes of our Heart Health series, we'll break down how different training methods impact heart health, how the mind-heart connection actually works, and we actually may have released that one already because we were talking about mindset, and also recovery, longevity, and the overlooked side of heart health, which is basically that recovery. Your heart is not a ticking time bomb. It's a living, regenerating muscle. Treat it right, and it will perform for life. Final thought. Your heart doesn't just keep you alive. It's designed to keep you thriving. Give it what it needs, and it will regenerate stronger than ever. Well, that wraps up today's episode. But if you'd like to learn more, reach out to us at area code 251-278-3343. That's 251-278-EDGE. Email me at garrett@personaledgefitness.com. Visit our website, personaledgefitness.com, or connect with us via social media on Facebook, Personal Edge Fitness, and X at Team PE. And as I always say, listen, whether you end up training with us or not, that free consult, I promise you, you'll be glad you did that. As always, too, like, follow, and share. Remember, your heart is rebuilding every day. Make sure you're giving it the tools to succeed, because that's just one more way Personal Edge Fitness helps you reach your level of wellness. Thank you so much for joining me today. Look forward to seeing you next time.